Hi, my name's Barry Crampton. Today I'm going to show you around our Porsche Boxster 2.7. Then I'll take you for a ride in it, but first I'll tell you a little bit more about it. It's a 986 coupe, as you would expect, 2687cc engine. It's a 2002 on an O2 plate. It's in absolutely fabulous condition. It's done 115,760 miles, and honestly you certainly wouldn't think so. Fuel economy: urban 19.3 miles per gallon, extra urban 38.2 miles per gallon, which again is pretty good, and combined is 28.5 miles per gallon. 0 to 60 time of 6.6 seconds, a top speed of 155 miles per hour out of a 220 brake horsepower 24 valve engine. Road tax for this is £325 a year. It's MOT'd until the 23rd of the 11th 2020, and it's an absolutely beautiful car. So the service history, I'll just show you. Let's just see if I can find. Here we go. As you can see, the service history. I'll try and cut some photos of this in rather than go through it all now. And but it's the main thing is we've got the full book pack, like so, and we've got a file. And cars like this, when they've been really looked after, you can always tell by the file. Now, if you look at this, it's got all these invoices in. There's been no expense spared whatsoever. You've got a complete history for it, and when you come to sell it, this is absolutely worth its weight in gold. It's funny with customers, because customers always expect you to believe them when they say it's got a full service history, or the mate serviced it, or whatever, it's had this, that and the other done, but they've got no bills. But when you say, oh yes, it's got a full service history, you say, oh, have you got the invoices for it? It's kind of a one-way street. But anyway, gosh, what have I done with the keys? So that's the key. I've had, I think, 5 of these myself, my own personal cars, which says a lot. And to be honest, I'd probably still have one today if I didn't make like a groaning sound every time I got in and out of it, or people had to help me out when it was slippy. So anyway, here we go. So the roof, electric hood. What you have to do, just pull this handle open. Now, what I would advise you to do when it's a nice day in the UK today, but it's still fairly cold. So this has the plastic back window, and you can actually see through this one. It looks like it's been replaced at some time. They made a really good job, so you can still see out of the back. But whenever I've had one with the plastic back window, what I do is I take the roof back so far, and then when it gets to the point where it's about to kink, I just get out and press the roof down in the middle there. It will prolong the life of your back window, I can promise you. Sometimes it'll go into a V, and like a sharp corner on a paper bag or something, and then it will mark the back window. So if you do it like that, your back window will last longer. But when it's been in the sun, when it's hot, it just bends straight away. Right, so I'll put these windows up because I've got my cameras on them. But normally, obviously, you would have the roof down. It's a beautiful day today. I've just been into the garage again to check our stock, make sure we've had no damage or break-ins. And I've changed my car, and I'm going to drive home in this and take the opportunity to video the car so you can see what it's like. And just to let you know, we're really on the top, or on the top of our game anyway, and probably anybody else's game. As soon as we can sell these cars, as soon as we can get back to work, we'll be taking all the precautions it's possible to take. The cars are fumigated with antibacterial fog. And Lance has also got another machine, which I've forgotten what it is now. I'll probably have to do a video on that as well. So we're taking all the precautions. We do a video online just to let you know, if you're watching this on YouTube, in the bottom corner you can change the definition. Now I shoot these in 4K, which is 4 times HD, and just to put it into perspective, 2 things have happened in recent weeks. One, somebody told me that I need to change the date on my watch, and also they told me I needed a new battery in my watch. Now this is an Amiga Seamaster. I hadn't noticed. To be honest, I never look at my watch. Time means nothing to me these days. But on an Amiga Seamaster, it warns you. You'll see there, that hand normally sweeps. When the battery's getting low, it flicks in kind of 5-second motions. Now somebody has noticed A, the date there, and B, that second hand is flicking. So you can imagine, there is nothing we can hide if we wanted to, absolutely nothing. You can see the date on my watch. So any marks on the outside, if you click onto 4K and you put it on a bigger screen or zoom in, enlarge, whatever, you can see anything. And this car is finished in, you know, it actually looks like GT silver, but it's not because it's too old. What's the colour? Is it seal grey or something? Something like that anyway. So it's grey metallic and it's got black leather. The black leather on the 2.7 was an extra. It's got aircon as well. It's got heated seats. Let's go for a ride because it's getting a bit warm here now. We've also got the shade band in the windscreen. That was an extra. I remember when I spec'd my anniversary up, ordering all these, and these are a proper sports car. Absolute proper sports car. We're asking $5,500 for this at the moment. With that history, the condition of this car, all the alloys are good. It's sat on Michelin Pilots tyres. Again, you get a lot of the older Boxsters. They become affordable, but what happens is they can afford to buy them, but they skimp on servicing. This hasn't. It's absolutely beautiful, and I tell you what, for $5,500, you're not going to get anything that drives better than this or looks better, and should keep its money. Here we go. We'll just give it some gas. How nice is that? Now hopefully, obviously with the hood down, it won't destroy the sound too much, but it's just such a beautiful day, and probably the only way you're really going to appreciate the value of this car. The hood's okay, as I say, the actual material is it's black. There's no very, very bad wear. There's no holes in it. The cables aren't coming out to the side, which some of them do. It's been really, really well looked after. There's a lady's owned it. Here we go. It smells lovely inside. Just, if you've got a boring Retmobile or you've got a few kids and you've got a people carrier and you want some fun at the weekend, you're too old for a bike or too sensible for a motorbike, then this is the best money you're ever going to spend. As I say, I've had five of these and a couple of 911s, and I actually prefer the way the Boxster drives. The engine's just at the back of you here. You get this lovely kind of crescendo of engine noise. when people on scooters get out of your way. It's a 5-speed box on the 2.7 on the early ones. It's just slightly confusing me at the moment. I've always had 3.2s, but to be honest, I suppose unless you've got a stopwatch, you can't tell what the difference is. You can only tell the difference from memory because the 3.2 has got a twin exhaust or twin pipes coming out the back, and this just has a single one. But the car is absolutely lovely. Heated seats there, which is an extra. It's got Bose speakers. And I'm just trying to remember how much I paid extra for Bose speakers. It was about 700 quid, I think. It might even have been more. But I can promise you, when you're not listening to the engine and you've got your music on, it's absolutely fantastic, the sound. I'll put the hood up just in case the wind is destroying the sound and you've not been able to hear properly, but I'll just turn in here and put the hood up. Oh, there's a roundabout here, I think. Leyland trucks. Oh, actually it's quite nice in here. I wonder if they'd let me film. Anyway, we'll put the hood up. So, it's also got the aluminium and gear knob and also the handbrake there. There you go, it's come all the way up, and then you just hook that down like so. The windows go up automatically, and then we're off again. So as I was saying before, Michelin Pilot's on. I tell you what, I remember, I still have the train ticket. I carry it in my wallet. From even though I've been in the car job all my life, and I've had loads of new demonstrators, new cars. I think the only car that I've ever bought myself new is a Boxster, and we went on the train to Parker and Parker's to pick it up, me and my girlfriend, and I had me CD made for well, it's called a Porsche Tunes CD, which I've still got, and I've got it on my phone. I've still got all the tunes on my phone. And what a great day. And then we went straight off to the Lake District to have our lunch at a little pub up there that I used to go to on my day off, and parked right outside the window where I could admire my new car. And then the waiter came over and he says, "Is that your Porsche out there?" And I said, "Yeah, that's mine. Yeah, I just picked it up." And he says, "Do you mind moving it? Our boss parks there." And I said, "Yeah, I'll move it. I'll move it to another pub up the road, which anyway, they let us keep parking there so I could admire it. This absolutely lovely. You can also put, it's got a spoiler which deploys, you know, I can't remember, it might be 56 miles an hour, it might be 70, but there is a switch down here that you can just press and put it up all the time. To be honest, the one thing I don't like about the Boxster is the spoiler. It looks like a piece of angle iron coming out your boot to me. But as I say, all the rest of it, this has just got the spec I like, the leather seats, the Bose speakers. I'm a big fan of these, the tinted shade band at the top there. It just finishes it off. Nice gearbox. We've got a little kind of armrest here, plus a centre console. Oh. And one of the things I forgot is, again, you just don't get cars like this with all the tickets from new. The difference between what you can charge for a really good one and what people are asking for, like auction fodder cars, is not a whole lot, but the difference in the quality is vast. It's a shame really, because this is a kind of a modern classic, and like all the other Porsches, sooner or later it'll get to a point where it's stopped going down and it's starting to go up. So now's your time to get one. This here in the back here, that's a subwoofer. Oh, we've also got the wind deflector. That's the word I was looking for. The Perspex wind deflector, so it stops you getting a draft on the back of your neck. I'm not even sure whether that wants an extra time. And they're a real practical car, because with the engine being just behind the driver's seat, you've got a boot which you can fit a fair amount in, and you've also got a bonnet. Underneath the bonnet you've got another storage compartment. You've got to get your home spare wheel in there, and then also just have to get a wiggle on here, because two lanes join into one. The one trouble with Porsches, I've got, in fact, I'm just coming up to the place where it happened as well. They're like a red rag to a bull. People don't want to let you out in traffic. They'll do their utmost to stop you getting out. And actually, just up here, when I've got my brand new car, I'm really kind of finicky about cars. And I was just going down the dual carriageway, just down there, and a car overtook me going through the chevrons where all the grit collects, and flicked a stone up, which hit my bonnet and took a big chip out. And that was on about the third day I had it, which broke my heart really. So you're far better. It didn't drive any better than this, I don't think, and this is probably about a tenth of the cost mine was in 2004. And to be fair, the only thing I do with this is get a Parrot kit, the MK9200, and then you can answer. You know, you've got hands-free. It'll work through the Porsche radio, and it'll also play your music off your phone, off your iPhone or anything. I mean, this honestly is just fabulous. So when we get back to dealing anyway, you can get a part exchange valuation on our website. You can get a finance quotation on the website. You can apply for finance and get accepted on the website without leaving your own home. So we can do a deal without you leaving your house. If you have a part exchange, of course, it's subject to your car being as described, but we're not one of those companies who would give you a fantastic part exchange price, and then when you get to the garage, we roll you back, we pick on your car. We don't do that. We don't want any aggravation. So if we can do a deal, we will do. And subject to you liking your car, if you've left a deposit with us, if for any reason you don't like our car, we'll just give you your deposit back. No questions asked. If you do, then you can take it away that day. If we've done a preliminary deal, we'll have the car ready for you for it to go there and then. You just have to pay for it. Leave your car with us. We'll do the paperwork with you as quick as possible. If we've got all your details, the invoice will be ready. All you have to do, if it's finance, usually e-click, just click the mouse a couple of times, and pay by debit card, and then you're away. As little contact as we can possibly have. We've been working towards this for years, to be honest, and to be fair, we could still be operating with this virus. There's only 3 of us at the garage. I usually work from home. John works at the garage. Lance works in the workshop. So we're well away. We're self-isolating at the best of times. And as you can see, I mean, we just come past there a food caravan, and Screwfix are operating, B&Q are operating, Marks and Spencers are operating, thank goodness, and Waitrose, otherwise I'd have starved to death. So we can. I can quite confidently say that our garage, even though it's an old rundown place, you've got less chance of catching anything from our cars and in our garage than you have going to a fuel station. So, plus I need to be back working. Being stuck in all day, I like fresh air. So hope to see you soon. Hope to see you at the garage. I don't think this car's going to last long. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Oh, also, I must thank everybody for the comments on the video, wishing us, that we keep safe. Of course, that's reciprocal. We hope you keep safe as well. And when all this is over, we hope you come and buy a car off us. See you later. Bye-bye.